And we're here at Talladega, the fastest tri-oval in the country for the Aaron's 499 Sunoco Cup Series. And on the pole will be J. Gianorin, the 31 Channel Lock Olds at 191.528. And on the outside will be our most recent winner at Texas, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet of Johnny Gardner. Starting on row number 1.
Drivers, start your engines.
Row number 2 will be the number 46 of Josh Osborne, another Chevrolet there, and Ryan Acosta in the number 4 Olds. How about that? Our first pair, our first two rows are a Chevy and an Olds, a Chevy and an Olds. Then Michael Dawson will continue the Chevy trend in the number 94. In row number 3, Chris Dallerton will come in with the Pontiac Route 6, Phillips 66 car. In row number 4 will be Liam Campbell and our points leader Chantel Ibarra. And row number 5 will be Jackie Qualls and Jake Cole. Paige Johnson and Eric Matthews make row number 6. Ryan Cooper, Stephanie Naylor will make row number 7. Sasha Dawson and Kathy Quintaro will make row number 8. Joel Qualls and John Acosta, row 9. Tim Walsh and Dylan Hughes, row 10. Alex Filter and Colin Cropley will make row number 11. John Douglas, who came so close to winning Texas, but was nosed out when the yellow came out by Johnny Gardner, and Skylyn Carlson will make row number 12. Row 13 will be Trey Campbell and Zach Carlson. James Qualls and Austin Hughes will make row number 14. Megan Yee and Daniel Schwab, our pole sitter at Texas, will make row 15. Actually, two of our last pole sitters. Daniel was our pole sitter at Texas. Megan was our pole sitter and winner at Bristol. Haley Summerfield and Connor Breton will make row 16. John Dawson and Vanessa Franzen will make row 17. Vanessa was our Daytona pole sitter. Tim Fiegler, Daytona winner, and Alexander Dawson, a Rockingham render, makes roll number 18. Aaron Reed, Dylan Poteet, 19. Alyssa Kondo and Keon Shaw, who finished third at Las Vegas, Texas, will be in row 20. And Ray Castor and Jamie Banks, our winner at Atlanta, and our pole sitter at Las Vegas, will wrap up the field. It'll be 19 laps around the world's fastest tri-oval that's usually known for the fastest run in Cup racing history, that 212 mile an hour run right here in the 80s by awesome Bill Elliott. Pace car pulls off. J. Gianorin and Johnny Gardner will lead the field going into the end of the tri-oval as they head down the straightaway going towards the green flag, and we are going to go racing 19 laps. Aaron's 499. And here we go with J. Gianorin setting the tone. Josh Osborne, our Sunoco, the Casual GTX Cup Series champion this season for Red Racers Hill. Michael Dawson is looking for that get healthy weekend. He has not had it. He came so close and then disaster strikes at the last minute. So far, so good. There's Jackie Qualls with a very good showing as well at our last event. Qualified, finished in the top 10. Here comes Josh Osborne, the City Chevrolet 46 Lumina, the car that was driven by Greg Sachs at Darlington in 1990, as well as driven by Cole Trickle / Tom Cruise in the movie Days of Thunder. As look at the mess going on in the back here. Let me switch to camera angles, albeit. Dylan Poteet trails the field, though. Megan Yee go to the inside of Trey Campbell as there's Colin Cropley inside as the 3 abreast of Aaron Reed and the number 2 of John Acosta. So far, so good. They're going to do this for 19 laps as Paige Johnson moves up. The most recent winner at Texas is now dropping back. And the number 24 of... Excuse the phone for a second. I'm not picking it up. That's not really my concern. Leading the tone right now is Liam Campbell. Jackie Qualls, I do believe, is second. And here comes Jackie Qualls to make a move. And Gotta get up there. Here comes Jackie Qualls. Here comes Sasha Dawson. You have Joel Qualls making it in there too in the top 4 with Timmy Walsh. The Levi Garrett Lumina. But Jackie Qualls gonna set the tone, or is she? Here comes the number 15 of Sasha Dawson. There. Phone's now gone. Alex Filter trying to get points to try to get back into that points high, as well as James Qualls right there. You got the Qualls family, 3 abreast. How about that? Jackie on the outside. James in the inside. Joel on the middle. Now Joel moves up to the in front of Jackie. And 4 wide. Uh-oh. This could be disaster. Oops. Jackie Qualls, Skyland Carlson, and John Douglas. Dylan Petit. Jamie Banks. Tough break for Jackie Qualls as they're going to come back to do the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to go to Alex Filter. Alex Filter will lead it into the yellow. But we saw disaster striking. A tough break for Jackie Qualls, as she was running really, really good there, and she's now out of the race. Let's see what culminated there on lap number 5 of 9. Let's see what culminated. We'll go back to Jackie Qualls, obviously the victim of everything that gone down. Let's see, we got, here's the 4 abreast situation. James on the inside, Jackie on the outside. Joel was wise enough to get out of harm's way, which was smart. Stephanie Naylor right there in the middle. Megan Yee starts to make a move, and that's where it probably all started. Stephanie Naylor got in, tagged Johnny Douglas. Joel got in the wall. Jackie got in the wall. John Douglas got in the wall. Man, you want to talk about getting away with that one. You see the number 94, Mike Dawson, and then Skyland Carlson was the main culprit of it when it was all said and done. Now with the Dylan Petit situation, how did that come about? We saw Dylan Petit kind of lose some stuff there. Was him and Austin Hughes going really low down there. You also see Colin Cropley. You see Sasha Dawson, Zach Carlson getting caught in there. But that's where it all came about there. It was Dylan Petit and Jamie Banks both tried to get back into harm's way, and they get back into the flow of things, and just were not able to do it. But you talk about getting away with one with Joel Qualls, who got the wall, but he got away with that one. But let's see from... Now it's apropos that I go on Colin Cropley to see this. As he dodged bullets. He dodged his fair share of bullets. Not really. Then again, let's go on board with Dylan Petit, as that's probably more apropos. Dylan Petit. Here's Dylan. Let's go on board. Moves down low to avoid harm's way, but then he starts trying to make a move up, and that's where it all got icky. He slid. Fortunately, he was sliding, but he wasn't really in a situation where he was spinning. He was just sliding pretty hard. So, compared to Jamie Banks, who was doing a couple rotations, it's kind of a night and day situation. So, with that said, the leader right now is Alex Filter. Tim Walsh is second. Sasha Dawson is third. James Qualls, who's right now the only Qualls who's having a good day so far. Megan Yee is in fifth. Stephanie Naylor, Haley Summerfield, Liam Campbell, John Dawson, Aaron Reed, your top 10. Josh Osborne, who was right there in the mix, drops back to 11th. Alyssa Kondo, Ryan Cooper, Chris Dollarton, Connor Breton, Paige Johnson, Michael Dawson, Daniel Schwab, our points leader Chantal Ibarra, who is not really liking things right now. She knows that Alex Filter and James Qualls, who are knocking on her door, are really making moves. Eric Matthews, Jake Cole, who is another one who is right there in the mix. He's not liking things because he's in the back and he's watching the two challengers making moves. Ryan Acosta, Dylan Hughes, Johnny Gardner, Kathy Cantara, who matches the 25 with the 25, Ray Castor, Trey Campbell, John Acosta, Vanessa Franzen, Keon Shaw. Then Alexandra Dawson, Colin Cropley, Tim Fiegel, Austin Hughes, Dylan Petit, Jamie Banks, Zach Carlson, Jay Gianorin, our pole sitter, Joel Qualls, who's in the back of the pack, as well as John Douglas, and then Jackie Qualls and Skylyn Carlson are out of the race. And I do believe we'll be going back to green flag racing with 10 laps to go. As we are yellow, it's only lap number 7, so we will go back to green flag racing. That is assured. Yep, it'll be lap number 9. It'll be a 10 laps for Alex Filter. As they head down the back straightaway and head down into the tri-oval, as we go back to green flag racing action, Alex Filter's going to lead the way with Tim Walsh in the Levi Garrett, a couple of Rick Hendrick cars. The Dale Waltrip Tide Chevrolet 17, the Jeff Bodine Levi Garrett number 5. And then Brett Bodine 15 Motorcraft Ford. And then the Ricky Rudd 26 Buick. So you talk about Ford 1989 cars right there. As Alex Filter goes to the high side as he lets Tim Walsh go to the inside, as well as Sasha Dawson, as well as the guys battling him for the points, James Qualls. Looking at everything going on, there's Aaron Reed, the number 3. And we got some 3 abreast racing, do we? I think. No, we don't. I thought we did, but nonetheless, here's James Qualls trying to get a point to lead a lap, which will make a difference in the points chase. Not if Megan Yee says anything about it. Because here comes Megan. Yep, they come out through the tri-oval. Megan Yee's going to steal that point. Every lap usually means points, and that all matters. Especially if you win the race. There's Jake Cole, another guy who's trying to rake up points. He's making moves. Eric Matthews, the number 22 Maxwell House Ford. And Stephanie Naylor, the Tom Peck 1991 Busch Series car. Megan Yee going to the high side as Alex Filter passes her. Alyssa Kondo, who's looking to try to bounce back after that abysmal showing at Texas, to try to lead, but not going to happen. Haley Summerfield will just nose her out. But Ryan Cooper right there, that's Chris Dollarton right there in the 66. He's right there with him. And then Daniel Schwab, our pole sitter from Texas. Cooper inside, and there's Kathy Cantara. The number 25 Folgers Lumina. Moving up, there's Aaron Reed, and again Dylan Hughes on the inside. Here comes Daniel Schwab going to the inside of Ryan Cooper. So beautiful. Daniel Schwab will lead that lap, just nosing out Cooper. There is Johnny Dawson. So far, so good. And look at Michael Dawson right there. He's having his best day so far. He really needs it. But here's Dylan Hughes as well, the number 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac, 91 Kyle Petty car, going to the inside of Ryan Acosta, and he'll lead a lap. John Dawson, excuse me, that's Michael Dawson, the Sunoco Ultra 94 Olds. Tried to make a move, but wait, then again, you have the number 9 Coors Light Ford of Ray Castor. And we got lap traffic coming in, so as that is Zach Carlson, who is not on the lead lap. They're going to have to navigate around him conveniently, giving enough oomph for Dylan Hughes to lead. Six laps to go, I do believe. And here comes Ray Castor. Colin Cropley needed that bounce back night, and he's so far in there. Tim Fiegel, our Daytona winner, looking to win, go 2 for 2 in the super speedways, right there in the mix. I do believe he's in the top 5 right now. Colin Cropley passing Dylan Hughes, and the Hughes is right there. Dylan, father and son. Dylan in front, Austin right behind, as well as our Rockingham winner, Alexander Dawson. We also have our most recent winner, Johnny Gardner. As right now, the leader is John Acosta. Trey Campbell second, Josh Osborne third, Colin Cropley fourth. Try to pick and choose your lanes. It's not going to be pretty, as now Trey kind of has a lead, but it's going to go 3 abreast, and Trey got the lead. Josh Osborne drops in the second. Alexander Dawson drops in the third. Johnny Gardner's going into fourth. If you're in the inside lane, you're guaranteed moving in positions. And hey, look, there's Dylan Petit, who is actually involved in our yellow. He's somewhere in the mix. How about that? Dylan Petit, who got in a little spin earlier with Jamie Banks, he's now in the top 10. Nice showing for Dylan. He would like to put one in his win column. The Season 1 Casual GTX Cup champion, who did not have nearly as better of a day. Josh Osborne, this season's Casual GTX Cup champion there. There's Keon Shaw. And we got lap traffic. J.G. Anoran, our pole sitter, and he causes a wreck. There goes our pole sitter. There goes our most recent winner. And this is going to be a win back to the line right now. Keon Shaw's got it, and he's going to win this race unless Dylan Petit or the number up. And Keon Shaw's going to win this race back to the line. Talk about sacrificial lambs. Johnny Gardner gets in it, and Keon Shaw's going to win this race. How about that? Wow. Vanessa Franz, I do believe, was involved. Josh Osborne. They used the lap traffic that really, really hurt them. Man, I was fearing that if they weren't careful, their disaster was lurking. Vanessa Franzen, John Douglas still, Eric Matthews, Josh Osborne, Johnny Gardner. Man, let's go into that. Keon Shaw is going to win the race because we got 3 laps to go. There's no way we're going to be able to finish this. Just like in the Cup Busch Cars, we did not finish this race under green, which is unfortunate. And this time, it's going to be no different. Wow. All because of the pole sitter J.G. Anoran, who was lap traffic. They needed to separate. They did it better when Zach Carlson was there. And then we see J.G. Anoran, and the same cannot be said. You see this great racing here. Josh Osborne's leading. Here comes to the inside is the number 24 of Johnny Gardner. And Johnny tagging the number 30 of 31 of J.G. Anoran. Almost clipped Keon Shaw. So Keon Shaw got lucky. Talk about dodging a huge bullet from your teammate. He got the brunt there. And then, man, All the while, JG and Orange just riding that wall like, I don't mind. And that's where really good. Dylan Petit actually making a move there. How about that? Great showing for Dylan. You know, that was kind of like the lucky break that he needed. Too bad he couldn't get to the line first, so. And all the while, actually down here, that was what was culminating with Vanessa Franzen. Okay, yep, Vanessa Franzen got clipped by the 24 of Johnny Gardner. Johnny Gardner, who's not going to repeat, so obviously. And Franzen slipped down to the inside. And is she off the ground? I'm about to say. I almost thought she was gonna start flipping that car over. I guess not. I think it's just the way it looked. She looked like she was off the ground, but she wasn't. Okay, she was on the angle of things, so it looked like she was off the ground for a second, but I guess not. Which, if we didn't get a Talladega 90. And then, wow, Michael Dawson, did he get involved with this again? No. Yeah, he's going to take a hit, but the good news, I mean, he's going to lose positions. The good news is he dodged a monster bullet. That was the number 20, a spinning number 24 car. Hate to say the same with Eric Matthews, though. Hate to say the same with Eric Matthews. As, well, let's see, what was the reason behind the number 5, though? Tim Walsh, did he get involved with something, or he just, yeah, Tim Walsh was involved. He was going right there with Stephanie Nail, right behind Eric Matthews, and yeah, he took a blow from that too. And then John Douglas, I don't think was involved in that though, so let's go on board with the Levi Garrett number 5 of Timmy Walsh during this display here. See Eric Matthews get tagged, then he got tagged. Into the grass he goes. Obviously the car not sounding good. That was the end of that too. And obviously a tough break for Johnny Gardner. Not what you wanted. So right now, that obviously is going to seal the deal with this race. As we'll have 2 laps to go. The winner right now, so therefore, we know for a fact that Keon Shaw has won this race. Yep. So the finish will be Keon Shaw will win. John Dawson will be second. Trey Campbell will be third. Dylan Petit, coming from that spin early on in our first caution, finishing fourth. Talk about bounce back, you ask me. Liam Campbell will be fifth. Chantel Ibarra will be sixth. So that's going to help her in the points. A top 10, another top 10 finish. Connor Breton, Alexandra Dawson, Chris Dollarton, Megan Yee rounding at the top 10. John Acosta, Ray Castor, Austin Hughes, Colin Cropley, Tim Fagel, your top 15, and Alex Filter, Jake Cole, Sasha Dawson, Dylan Hughes, James Qualls. In 20th, Ryan Acosta, Alyssa Kondo, Haley Summerfield, Kathy Kantara, Jamie Banks, Daniel Schwab, Stephanie Naylor, Ryan Cooper, Aaron Reed, Paige Johnson to 30th. Then it's Michael Dawson, Joel Qualls, and John Douglas. Then Zach Carlson and Jay Gianorin will both be cars that finish, but will be a lap down. Then Josh Osborne, Johnny Gardner, Vanessa Franz, and Eric Matthews from that wreck. Tim Walsh as well, being a victim of circumstances. He will finish in the 40th position. And Jackie Qualls and Skyland Carlson from the first caution will round out the field, as this will obviously be the white flag for the number 1 Autolite Ford Jeff Gordon 91 Busch Series car of Keon Shaw. He'll take the white flag here. Another good showing, though, for John Dawson, though. So, John actually has done really well. The Campbells finished both in the top 10. Trey finishes 3rd. Liam finishes 5th. Both of them in the top 5. You got 2 Dawsons and 2 Campbells in the top 5. Top 10, excuse me. Which is obviously a good sign for both of them. But we'll make it official. The checker flag getting set to fly. We'll just get right to the point because it is a big track. As the checker flag is going to fly for Keon Shaw. Comes from DNQing Bristol to finishing 3rd to Texas to winning right here at the Aaron's 499 to take the victory. Congratulations to Keon on as the Gardner-Shaw team continues to actually go on a streak here because Keon won here and Johnny Gardner won our last event at Texas, and they're both kind of teammates. But the winner, and here comes your winner, the winner's circle, Keon Shaw. Yep, he hang tough at Talladega just like we predicted, and the points is obviously not going to look like it changed that much as Chantelli Barra will lead. Jake Cole will be 2nd. Alex Filter will be 3rd, separated by 5 points between 2nd and 3rd in the points. James Qualls will be right there in 4th. Alexander Dawson with another good showing puts him in the top 5. Stephanie Naylor, Johnny Gardner dropping back with that DNF. Austin Hughes moving up in the top 10. Vanessa Franzen and Dylan Hughes, both of the Hugheses, father then son, in the top 10. Keon Shaw with that very good showing got him in 11th. Josh Osborne, Trey Campbell, Jamie Banks, Alyssa Kondo, Kathy Cantara, Ray Castor, Johnny Dawson, Eric Matthews, and John Douglas rounding out the top 20. Paige Johnson, Daniel Schwaber 21st and 22nd. Colin Cropley 23rd. Joel Qualls, Sasha Dawson, Zach Carlson, Ryan Cooper, Dylan Petit with that top 5 finish got him a little bit of a jump. Megan Yees 29th. Tim Fiegel, Connor Breton, Liam Campbell with that top 5 got him a little bit of a bump. Jackie Qualls, Tim Walsh, Ryan Acosta, Skyland Carlson, John Acosta, Haley Summerfield, Chris Dollarton, Aaron Reed, Jay Gianorin, and Michael Dawson rounding out the field. And so far, Reed, Gianorin, Dollarton, Dawson, they deserve better. And they're going to obviously have to work to make it happen. Even though Gianorin did qualify at the pole at Talladega, didn't really make a difference. But our next event, we go from the fastest, the biggest, and the fastest to one of the smallest and one of the popular ones. North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're going back to a historical track. Remember 1989? As we're getting ready for the Valvoline 400 for the Sunoco Cup Series. That'll be next on the agenda.